A week ago, Nevada police drove into a climate protest blockade that was blocking the road to Burning Man before pulling out a gun and arresting protesters. And now Burning Man has been declared a natural disaster. The climate protesters were blocking the road to Burning Man and were protesting the festival's use of private jets and overall unsustainable practices, as Burning Man generates over 100,000 tons of carbon dioxide. Minutes after setting up and blocking the highway, quote-unquote burners were not happy, and both physical and verbal conflict began.
Pretty soon we'll have hundreds of cars. We would like to go along, please.
It's a protest. You guys. It's a protest.
Yeah.
We're fucking stand. We're all trying to go fucking burn. Dude. Whoa.
You're putting my life.
However, Burning Man goers were not the only people affected and upset about the blockade. Locals from the Paiute tribe, which owns the surrounding area, wanted the blockade gone. Even though this woman made clear that she lives on the reservation, was on the opposite side of the traffic jam created.
I'm sorry we're doing this for...
I don't give a shit. Get off the reservation. Get out of here. God.
She still had to physically fight the quote-unquote climate protesters to get through.
We live on here, this land. You guys don't. Go back to where you came from.
A few cars were able to get past the blockade, and just 26 minutes after protesters had set up, officers from the Pyramid Lake Paiute Tribal Police Department came saying,
"This man, get off the highway. This is a state route. Everybody will be arrested if not. 30 seconds. Send your leader to my vehicle. Let's talk. Get off the fucking road."
And then 37 seconds later, a second officer arrived on the scene and drove through the blockade. This officer then said,
"I'm gonna take all of you out. You better move. You're gonna go next."
before pulling out his gun and arresting the protesters.
Get out now! Get out! On the ground! All of you on the ground now! Get on the ground! Get on the ground!
This officer is now under investigation for excessive force. The protest was successful in backing up traffic for several miles on the way to Burning Man. Now, just a week later, Burning Man has been declared a natural disaster. A slow-moving rainstorm has turned the desert into extreme mud, and the over 73,000 attendees of Burning Man are told to shelter in place.
So in my opinion, there are two things that have made Burning Man lose the plot. Number one is the Burning Man Airport, or the Black Rock City Airport. Number two are the rise of turnkey camps. So for the first one, the Black Rock City Airport, or the A8NV, is a temporary airport that gets built up and down every year. And this year they had about 880 flights. The problem with that is, one, it's incredibly wasteful and expensive. And two, they always go to these, quote, turnkey camps. Turnkey camps are basically units that have AC, they have private chefs, they have like everything super luxurious, and almost nothing is set up by the person that stays in the turnkey camp. It's almost always done by a staff. One of the major principles that these two break is the principle of self-reliance. That's why when you see something that rarely happens, like a rainstorm in Burning Man, which to be fair, I don't remember a rainstorm that happened in Burning Man ever, they just leave. I kind of find it funny how this is a metaphor to how the privileged are going to deal with the climate crisis that we have today. I'm also curious about all the planes that are stored at the Black Rock City Airport and how they're going to get the hell out of here in the upcoming days.
Oh, life is bigger. It's bigger than you, and you are not me. The links that I will go to, the distance in your eyes. Oh no, I've said too much. I said it up.